Hello, world of YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. It should be Metchy like Letchy here with another episode of It's Toys and Things, and today's video is going to focus on part 2 of a full, more in-depth review of my second Dolce & Gabbana fashion doll. So, let's get to it! Alrighty, everyone. So here I have my second doll. Dolce & Gabbana doll. Yesterday, I posted part 1 where I opened her up out of her box and got my first look and impression of this doll. And then we kind of talked about my opinions and impressions of the doll then in that first look. So for context, I would definitely highly suggest you watch that one first and also watch part 1 and 2 of the first doll I opened up, which was the blonde hair doll. So you can kind of get where all this is coming from. Well, me buying these dolls, obviously, because I like them, and showing them off to everybody because I like sharing my collection and talking about these dolls and toys in general. So anyway, yeah, so I didn't take her out of the box, just like I didn't do with the first one, because they're kind of a really pain in the butt to take out of the box. She's tied down in a lot of places. I don't like the ties that they use to tie the doll down. They're not, well, they're covered in, like, they're metal, but they're covered in, like, plastic. And I kind of wish there were, like, more, like, rubber bands or just straight ribbons, such as, an American Girl has, like a create your own. If you've ever opened up a create your own doll, it's so much easier than even opening up a regular American Girl doll. They have these like thick stretchy ribbons around their wrists and stuff, and you just like literally, you don't even have to use scissors. You don't have to use scissors to get that doll out of the box at all for a create your own doll. You just like pop the rubber band. There's no damage. I really like opening up a create your own doll, which, by the way, if you do like American Girl dolls, I opened up 2 brand new Create Your Own dolls that I opened up for Christmas, and I'll be doing a review on them. So stay tuned for that and subscribe so you don't miss out on those 2 Create Your Own dolls. Alright, so back to this D&G doll here. So, took her out of the box, finally, and she was tied. Oh, is that still a tie, or is that just a sequin? Oh no, that's a tie. That is a tie. Oh, this one. Oh no, this one has a tie too. You see? Here, let me show you. Get this in the frame for you to see what I'm talking about. There. See that? I just realized that right there is a plastic hammer. I call them plastic hammers because that's what they look like to me. Other people call them like thingamajobs or whatever. But anyway, I see. I missed 2 plastic hammers. Some were tied in the dress to the box, and I forgot about it, and I was trying to open her up on her feet, and I heard a pop, and I was like, oh! I was like, I really was hoping that I didn't, rip the plastic hammer out, and then damage the material of this dress, because I would have been mad. Now I'm gonna get that later, but I gotta be careful with that. Or maybe not at all. It doesn't really bother me. I don't know why one was not put there, but whatever. If it bothers me, I'll take them out. I'll just give them a quick snip with my cuticle cutter, because they're easier to go in and out without big chunky scissors. That's kind of like my little secret. And what's this here? Okay, that's just her sleeve. So anyway, so let's kind of like go and finish this review. So yesterday, when I was filming and I posted the video, I talked about, let's just start with her body here since I'm showing you. I talked about, she has a big embellishment here. Let me get her closer so you can see it. It's like slight pink and then clear here. Now, this to me, I like the embellishment. There's nothing wrong with it, but I believe it should be a different color. Look how it blends in with the silver sequins. Like, you couldn't even tell. In fact, when I opened up the doll, well, yesterday in the review, I did mention how she has embellishments here on her collar as well. But I did not notice she also has embellishments here on her belt, because it blended in so well. These needed to be like a different color, so it makes it pop. I don't know, it could have been a black rhinestone, maybe more pinkish. some other color that was going to blend in besides clear. You see, she has a belt of rhinestones, and then a belt here, and then this embellishment here, but you can hardly see it because it blends in so well with that the sequins. Now, here's another thing I'm big disappointed about, because as you know, well, if you're new here, welcome, and welcome to my channel. But if you're not new and you know how I am, I'm going to be real honest with you. There's nobody paying me for these reviews. In fact, they're not even really reviews to me. It's just me telling you about this doll. So, I mean, technically, I guess it is a review, but either which way, I'm not getting paid for this. So I speak honestly is what my point is. So what I want to say is, I talked in the first video about how I don't like sequins on doll clothes, especially dolls with long hair. Because the sequins snag into her hair, and also if you go to play with the doll, cuddle with the doll, and you just want to cuddle, you just want to watch a movie with your doll, the sequins are annoying. They kind of they're uncomfortable to touch on your skin because you can just feel them. I don't even like wearing a sequin dress. I believe they're beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's annoying. And these are finer sequins. American Girl has some bigger, chunkier sequins. I don't like buying any American Girl outfit that has sequins on it. And if I do, I didn't realize it because I learned the hard way about that. When I brought my first Create Your Own doll, she had long curly hair, and the dress outfit that this certain Create Your Own doll with was the pink sequin one. And she had the long spiral curly hair, and the curly hair kept getting stuck in the sequins, and then it was every time I had to peel it off, I was separating the curls from the doll, and I was getting really irritated about it. Didn't like that at all. Didn't like it not one bit, because it was making the doll's curls fray, get frizzy. So anyway, and plus it was uncomfortable to hold the doll. So I was kind of hoping, from the pictures I saw, the stock photos, promo photos, whatever, on D&G's website, and even looking at the doll while still in the box, that this sequins was covered in a netting, because I know that's a style and people do that. So it's literally covered in a thin netting or material. So you're not getting that feel of the sequins touching you or whatever. It looked like that could be the case, but I was wrong after taking the doll out and feeling the doll. Yeah, I was wrong. And they're not covered by any netting material. It kind of looks like they would be. You could kind of see. It just gave me an impression that it kind of was, but it's not. These sequins aren't as annoying to the touch as I would say American Girl are. They're actually pretty not bad. I mean, you can still feel them. They're a little bit more finer, not as chunky and is gonna dig into your skin. But however, while I was combing her hair out and spending some quality time watching a movie with her, her hair did snag into, see, I just did that, and look, that whole piece right there just snagged into her sequence. So this is just a pet peeve of mine. I'm probably rambling on about it, but it's just annoying. So, and her hair is going to be fine because it's slightly wavy, straight. It's easy to take care of. But if she had some spiral curls or textured type of hair, it would be a nightmare to try to keep the hair straight and out of the sequins. So this hair I'm going to be able to manage. I'm not going to take her out of her dress for this one. Alright, so that's enough about her dress. But I will, while we're kind of talking about it real quick, before I forget, I also want to mention something, how they packaged the doll. And they packaged the blonde hair doll as well. They took the metal tie and they opened this backing up to the doll. And they fished it through her waist and then fished it out of the dress. So, you literally have to, untie the thing and then, fish it out of where it's wrapped around her waist and out of the dress. I do not like that at all because, various reasons. It could damage the doll's plastic. And it could damage the dress or the outfit or whatever the doll is wearing, of trying to fish out a long piece of metal, basically. I don't know why they did it. So weird. Like, they didn't wrap it around the whole waist, like the whole outer layer of her waist, and they just fished it inside, had this open, and it's like, okay, weird. But good news about this is I'm actually able to show a little bit more. If you watch part 2 of the blonde hair doll, one of the major complaints she had was dye, because of the black, very, very black chiffon dress she had. Stain dyed the vinyl or the silicone on the doll, whereas this doll does not have that issue. There is no dyeing, because the dress is lined right here with a silver, and so is the other dress too, but it dyed around her neck area, and I didn't take the whole dress off to see if she dyed anywhere else, because I don't care. I do care, but I'm not gonna take her out of the dress, so it's fine. But while I did have her unzipped here, you can get a closer look. These dolls come with like a bralette. This is obviously the back, and then some, like, it's like satin panties and bralette. So not just panties, but she also comes with, I don't know, a bralette, little, I don't want to say lingerie, because, well, they're not adult dolls, I don't think, child dolls. Just a bralette and some underwear, or some panties. And there's that. So, let's see. I could show more. She has, like I said, bottom satin layer, care tag right there. And somewhere around this dress will be a Dolce & Gabbana tag. So you would know, like, if you were to find this dress, it's like, oh, wow. A Dolce & Gabbana dress for a doll would be an awesome find at a thrift store somewhere. Netting here. And then, of course, the netting is getting stuck to the sequins. Annoying, but hence why I don't really care for sequins, but whatever. It is what it is. Alright, so let's go down to her shoes real quick. So we take a look at her shoes. She has big metal embellishments on her, like, slippers. She has like a rubber tie. These are plastic, like rubbery plastic, not like cheapy, like My Life As shoes or OG type shoes. Not even cloth. And honestly, you could have made them kind of like a satin cloth. I think even AG does that from time to time. This is all plastic. Even that metal part is supposed to be fake. That's like a fake metal ring. It's not metal, it's plastic. And like it's tied down with a rubber. These shoes definitely could have been a little bit more high quality, but they do have the fancy little embellishments on their tiny, tiny heel, but not really, just... And I believe they might say Dolce & Gabbana right there. Yes. So, alright, so that's it for her shoes. We've already got her dress, her undies. We can talk about her vinyl or her silicone. Because it could be silicone, could be vinyl. All I know is it's one of the softest things I've ever felt in my life. If you watched part 2 of the previous video, the blonde-haired one, you would say I was just going on and on about that. Very, very soft, super soft, but kind of squeezy. Like, I don't want to say rubbery, but you can definitely squeeze it. It's not hard. Like, American Girl vinyl is really soft and nice to the touch, but it's hard. And it also has a fine, fine grit to it. Like, if you really feel American Girl's vinyl, it's a fine grit to it. Excuse me, I had to take a drink there because, I'm talking a lot. So, this has no grit to it. This is very, very soft. In fact, if you would kind of warm it up, it would almost feel just like real human skin, like body temperature human skin. Very, very soft. And also, speaking of, if you couldn't tell when I showed, here's her front, where her front of the underwear is. She has a belly button. Found that out with the first doll. And these are not cloth. This is the same type of material throughout the whole body. And also, I did forget to mention in the other video with the blonde hair doll, her articulation here. Obviously, this isn't 5 points of articulation. She doesn't have bend and snap knees or ankles that twist and turn and do everything like a made to move Barbie type deal. She has none of that. In fact, she can probably barely do a baby doll sit. I don't know if that's just a restriction from her underwear, but yeah, she could probably do a baby doll sit. And then her arms are kind of, they can go outwards and up and down, but they're kind of hard to move, and I'm assuming that's because of the dress. If I was to maybe take her out of the dress, maybe I can get her to move her arms a little bit more. Not a very, very posable doll, that's for sure. Not at all. And she can't stand on her own either, by the way. I will need to get a stand for her. These are 19-inch dolls, so a tad bit bigger than an American Girl 18-inch doll. So yeah, that's pretty much it for their articulation. Fingers are different than American Girl as well. Actually, no, kind of like these two are molded together. Forefinger and pinky are kind of separate. All right, so let's go to her face. Black thing. So her eyes are a very, very beautiful brown. Her eye makeup is very, very beautiful. Her lip makeup is very, very cute. Like, it matches. She has very, very nice blushing on the cheeks. The screening of this eye isn't like, I believe I've mentioned a couple times, not like a fashionista Barbie doll. Like, it's not obviously an open and closed eye like American Girl, or nor is it inset eyes. But the screening is very high quality. Like, it's not cheap. Like, I can't see pixels is what I'm trying to say. And she has eyebrows that are really, really fine and pretty. And I have the blonde hair girl here with me, and we're going to do a comparison, because I do believe these are the same face molds. So we're not talking different face molds here. We're all talking different colors of the eyes. And I try to do a comparison of the lip, but I would say the lip is very, very, very close in color, and I don't understand that, but we'll get to that in a second. And let's get to her headpiece here. Her headpiece is different than the other one I reviewed. It's way more embellishments, big embellishment here, smaller ones all over. And it is tied into her hair, and even has like the back ribbon right there. And then her hair, beautiful cinnamon, I would call this like a dark cinnamon chestnut type of brunette brown. Very, very soft. It is not a wig, not like American Girl. It is rooted. However, it's thick and it's soft. It's easy to brush through. I even brought my brush here, and you can see just, it's very easy to brush through. Now, I do wet my doll's hair before giving them like a good brush. I did this to her last night already. But I just wanted to show you, like, just really soft, thick hair, very easy to brush. Now, also, I did forget in my other video where I reviewed the other doll to show you what was on the back of their necks, like, as far as a stamp. Because I had a question on my YouTube channel. Someone asked, and I was like, well, that's a good question. They wanted to know if it said if it's made in China. And it does not. You can hardly see. I actually had to take a picture of this and then zoom in on the picture because I could not see it. But this right here does not say, it's word right here. It does not say Dolce & Gabbana. It says it's some other Italian word, like 2 Italian words. It's like copyright. Starting with a G here and a P there. I cannot read it, but it doesn't say made in China. And it doesn't say Dolce & Gabbana. So I don't know what it says. That would be a good question for someone who could get a close-up of it, read it, and knows Italian. But yeah, so that's the marking on the back of her head. So let me put her down here, make a little space, and then bring in my other beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl here. Now there we go. Aren't they precious? Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. So as you can see, the face molds, I mean, you would definitely say they're the same. The eye color, obviously different. But it's the lip color that's getting me. I'm having a hard time figuring out if it's a different lip color or the same. And I could come up with only hers being slightly darker than this one. And I had to literally put them up to their lips almost like they were kissing each other to like really see. Can you see? Once I do that, like you can see this, hers is darker and hers is a tad bit lighter. Because in the description of these dolls, it says how these dolls like have like fancy makeup palettes that were designed by the D&G's own makeup artists that designed their makeup for these dolls. So, you know, it should be something different for each doll. There's 4 dolls in the series, by the way. I have 2, and I will be getting 1 more, but I'm not getting the one I don't like. But I will be getting 1 more. So I will have 3 of the 4. But you would at least expect them to be like different lip colors. I mean, come on. But they're so similar. Like, this one's just slightly darker than that. It's like, come on, give them a different lip color. But oh well. So anyway, so these are the 2 side by side. I really love them both. These 2 both originally caught my eye. And then the 3rd one that I'm going to get as well. The 4th one I do not like at all. And I'll let you guys know when the 3rd one comes in. I haven't ordered her yet. And I probably won't order her for maybe a little while. Give myself a little break because these dolls aren't cheap. They're $415, but that is including shipping, so I did not have to pay shipping, and the shipping is straight from Italy, because the box literally is, like, from Italy, like, it's not shipped from America. Alright, so, here's a comparison of both of them. Let me look at their skin tones. I didn't do that yesterday, but try to look at their hands. Yeah. This one definitely is lighter. This one's definitely slightly darker. I mean, you can tell that definitely in their faces. But I'm having a hard time telling that on their arms. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, I would definitely say, again, a very slight difference between skin colors on both. Anyway, so that's that. I am going to name these dolls. I don't know what though. I'd be hard pressed. I'm gonna have to think of some really cool names, but or maybe if you guys got some great name ideas, I would love to hear them down in comments, or any other questions or comments, or any other thoughts you have coming into your brain. Let me know down in the comments, because I do answer all comments. And I like interacting, and that's kind of like the point of why I like doing YouTube, is to interact with people who have the same hobby mindsets and want to talk about toys and dolls in general. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Do you like this doll? Do you like this one better? Do you like this one better? What do you like the most about them, and what don't you like about them? And let me know if you can agree on their lip color issue, their skin color issue, or skin tone issue, I should say. And just let me know what you think in general. So I will look forward to your comments down below. And follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting some pictures of these dolls on Instagram. And definitely let me know of some really cute names that you can come up with for these 2 fancy bougie dolls here. Okay? Alright, well, I'm going to cut this short before I keep rambling on. And I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. So, bye!